Breaking news! Let's go Chiefs! The week started with an atmosphere of excitement, curiosity, and maybe even a little skepticism. Kansas City recently made a huge investment, and he is returning with a one-year, $7 million contract. The guy has potential, but unfortunately in 2024 he had to sit out most of the year due to an injury. We are talking about none other than this phenomenon, Hollywood Brown. But here's the big question on every fan's mind. Will he deliver? Will Hollywood Brown finally become the playmaker that Patrick Mahomes and this offense desperately need? Honestly, in my opinion, I believe he will be able to show his potential. And what do you think? If you believe in Hollywood Brown, comment below Let's Go Brown. Towards the Super Bowl, we will detail all this and the other updates. But first, leave your like. Let's get straight to the point. Well, in the press conference, Hollywood Brown gave us a glimpse into his mindset heading into the season and what that change means for the Chiefs' wide receivers room in 2025. Now, let's back up a bit. Hollywood Brown's 2024 season was, in a word, frustrating. A preseason injury kept him out of action for most of the year, and when he finally returned late in the regular season, the Chiefs' offense had already settled into its rhythm without him. Sure, he showed flashes of his talent in those final games, with 9 catches and 90-plus yards in 2 contests, but come playoff time, he was a non-factor. And when you're playing in an offense led by Patrick Mahomes, that's a tough pill to swallow. So why bring him back? Why is Kansas City giving Hollywood Brown another shot instead of moving on? The answer lies in 2 things, potential and trust. Let's talk about potential first. We're talking about a guy who was once one of the top receivers in college at Oklahoma, a first-round pick who had an electric start with the Baltimore Ravens. If he can stay healthy and get the volume, he has the skill set to be a 1,000-yard receiver. That's not wishful thinking, it's a fact based on what we've seen when he's at his best. But then comes the trust factor. This isn't just a front office decision. Patrick Mahomes himself was a major advocate for Brown's return. Let that sink in. The best quarterback in the world wants this guy in his offense. That says a lot about what the Chiefs still believe he can do. And let's not forget about the culture inside the Chiefs organization. Hollywood Brown mentioned it himself in his press conference. He feels supported here. The players, the coaches, the entire organization have his back. That's rare in the NFL, and it's a big reason why guys want to play in Kansas City. When you have a quarterback like Mahomes and a coach like Andy Reid, you're not just another player on the roster. You're part of a system designed to make you better. But here's the catch. Hollywood Brown knows this is a make-or-break season for him. He even admitted in his press conference that he felt like he didn't leave the best impression last year. He wants to prove something, not just to the Chiefs, but to the entire league. That's why he's taking this offseason so seriously. He said he's studying, training harder than ever, and focusing on staying healthy so he can contribute at a high level. And let's be real, if he can't stay on the field, this whole conversation is pointless. Availability is the most important ability in the NFL. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. Where does Hollywood Brown fit in this 2025 Chiefs offense? Because the wide receiver room is far from settled. Rashee Rice is coming off a breakout year, but he's dealing with some offseason drama. Xavier Worthy, the rookie with insane speed, is an exciting new addition, but he's improving at the pro level. Then there's Justin Watson, Sky Moore, and Kadarius Toney, all talented but inconsistent. This means there's a huge opportunity for Brown. If he can step up, he could very well become Mahomes' go-to-deep threat. And let's not forget, this offense thrives on playmakers who can stretch the field. So, Chiefs Kingdom, this is where we turn it over to you. Do you believe in Hollywood Brown? Do you think he's going to prove the doubters wrong and have a breakout season? Or do you think this is just another short-term experiment that won't pan out? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get this debate going. One thing's for sure, Hollywood Brown has everything to play for in 2025. Now it's up to him to deliver. And let's be honest, there's no better place for Hollywood Brown to revive his career than in Kansas City. Think about it, he's playing with Patrick Mahomes, the most dynamic quarterback in the NFL. He's in an Andy Reid offense, which has a history of turning fast, explosive receivers into game changers. And most importantly, he's in a system that rewards players who work hard and produce. But the question still lingers, what version of Hollywood Brown are we going to see in 2025? The Chiefs don't need him to be a superstar, but they do need him to be reliable. They need him to be a playmaker when his number is called. Last season, the Chiefs struggled with consistency at wide receiver. Drops, miscommunications, and a lack of chemistry were issues all year long. That's why this signing is so important. If Brown could step in and be a dependable target for Mahomes, that alone could make a massive difference in how this offense operates. Let's break it down even further. What does Hollywood Brown bring to the table that the Chiefs desperately need? Speed. There's no question Brown still has game-changing speed. And with the addition of rookie Xavier Worthy, the Chiefs could be looking at one of the fastest receiving corps in the league. Imagine the possibilities, Brown and Worthy stretching the field while Travis Kelce dominates the middle. That's a nightmare for defenses. Experience, Brown has been in the league long enough to understand what it takes to be successful. He's played with a former MVP in Lamar Jackson. He's been in high-pressure situations. And while injuries have slowed him down, he's still got the ability to be a veteran presence in a young wide receiver room. Chip on his shoulder, if there's one thing that stands out from his press conference, it's that Hollywood Brown knows he has something to prove. He admitted that he didn't feel fully involved in the offense last season. He knows that people are doubting him. And let's be real, players who enter a season with that kind of motivation often produce their best football. And here's another factor to consider. This isn't just about Hollywood Brown proving himself. It's about making sure the Chiefs' offense doesn't become too reliant on Travis Kelce. We've seen it before. When Kelce is contained, this offense can struggle. That's why Kansas City needs someone to step up on the outside. Rashee Rice showed flashes of being that guy last season, but his legal situation creates uncertainty. Xavier Worthy is exciting, but he's still a rookie. That leaves Brown with an opportunity to carve out a significant role. Now, let's talk numbers. What would a successful season look like for Hollywood Brown? If he stays healthy, you're looking at a guy who could put up anywhere from 750 to 1,000 yards and 6 to 8 touchdowns. Those aren't record-breaking numbers, but they would be a massive improvement over what the Chiefs got from their wide receivers last season. More importantly, it would provide Mahomes with another weapon he can trust. And let's not forget, this is a one-year deal. Brown is essentially betting on himself. If he has a big year, he could secure a multi-year contract either with the Chiefs or somewhere else. That means we're going to get the absolute best version of Hollywood Brown, because he knows his future in the league depends on it. But let's keep it real, there's also a chance this doesn't work out. If Brown struggles to stay healthy or doesn't build chemistry with Mahomes, he could find himself buried on the depth chart. The Chiefs have plenty of other options, and if he doesn't produce, they won't hesitate to move on. So Chiefs Kingdom, where do you stand? Is Hollywood Brown going to be the surprise breakout player of 2025? Or is this just another gamble that might not pay off? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more exclusive Chiefs coverage all season long.